Hello there, everyone. This is Rick McDermott with Senior Solutions Group, coming to you once again from beautiful Yakima, Washington, the Palm Springs of Washington. Or this time of year, you could call it the Buffalo, New York of Washington. I think it's about 8 degrees this morning when I got up. So whatever time of year it is, we can be Palm Springs or Buffalo, New York. This last annual enrollment period was the most disruptive in all of my years of doing Medicare. Started out in 1995, and this year, this annual election period was a game changer for many people. There was major disruption. Just in our area alone, about 5,000 or 6,000 people on Medicare Advantage had to change to a different plan because their plan was terminating its coverage. I know back in Vermont, Indiana, I believe 30% of people on Medicare Advantage, which is the private alternative insurance for people eligible for Medicare A and B, had to change their plan in large part due to the Biden Inflation Reduction Act. So I know he had a little verbal flub in the debate with Trump where he said, "We finally beat Medicare."
We finally beat Medicare.
I don't know if he knew what he was saying there, but there have been many people speculating that there needs to be major change. Some of the things that have helped people this year, starting in 2025, is the $2,000 maximum out of pocket for prescription drug costs for people on Medicare Part D, as well as prescription drug price negotiation for the first time in history under the Inflation Reduction Act. So we don't know yet. I've come across a couple articles here. I'm not going to read through the articles, but I've been doing some reading. Kaiser Family Foundation has a piece on this as well. So we have a lot of speculation happening right now. I don't know that we know that President Trump is going to undo the Inflation Reduction Act or repeal a part of it. My hunch is he's going to probably keep the best parts of it, the parts where drug pricing transparency. He is definitely going to want to maybe even go further than President Biden did. Maybe even go a little bit further with negotiating prices for seniors, because the first term of Donald Trump, that's when we first saw $35 insulin pricing. Didn't start under Joe Biden, it actually started under Donald Trump. Joe Biden took it even further. My guess is, with him thinking outside the box, he might try to dig even deeper and outdo Joe Biden with lowering the price of drugs even more. Now, I could be wrong. He could go the other direction and give more flexibility for the big pharma to not have to be forced into these negotiations, which the Inflation Reduction Act required. Also, with Medicare Advantage funding, I think what's going to happen is we're going to see some increased funding for Medicare Advantage, where in the last couple years we've seen maybe not reduced funding, but lower growth of funding, which doesn't keep up with inflation. So we've seen some dental benefits cut, some ancillary benefits cut, plans leaving the area, plans no longer being able to stay profitable, therefore they leave. People have to find new plans. My hope is the Trump administration will try to strengthen the Medicare Advantage program as an alternative to traditional Medicare. There's arguments on both sides, whether Medicare Advantage is helpful or harmful, whether it saves money or it costs more money. Arguments can be made on both sides. I think that there needs to be some change, and there has been change with prior authorization amendments, where insurance companies have to streamline that process. If you need an MRI, you shouldn't have to wait a month. You should be able to get that done in a timely manner. We don't know for sure what's going to happen. There's changes going to happen. I can tell you that right now. The first 3 weeks of the Trump administration has been historic. So stay tuned for more. Oh, and by the way, if you haven't subscribed yet, please do so. Also, please share this with a friend. And one more thing, have a great rest of your day.